Hello. In this video, I'm going to break you down some of the mechanisms and some of the psychological processes that have been linked with the social media comparison that's lead to a mental disorders. It may be a depression, it may be an anxiety related disorder, but how the social media comparisons was working with our brain. So first thing came first. It's all about the social comparison theory, right? So if someone who knows psychology, the social psychological theories, you may be known the social comparison theory. So basically, people will lead into the comparison world and our human brain will always leading to compare the things. But when we take it to the social media, it always a ton of positive things and all around the things were positive things. So we were grabbing the things, the positive things to compare ourselves with it. But in the real world, we can potentially grab some of the negative things, some of the realistic things that not truly expecting the positive things as like the social media. But when we using the social media, what will happen? We grab all of the things and we always putting the things about the positivity and the positive things. So think about like this. How about you using the social media platforms? So when you think on how you were using the social media platforms, it's also similar. But it actually we're going to take as the reality of the what is the truth behind is that we always reinforcing and we always posting, we always sharing the positive side, the positive ways, the positive perspectives, the positive achievements of our lives too. So that's where when we talking about the social comparison on social media platforms, what will happen? It truly comparing ourselves with just only a positive side world, but it's not actually real, right? So everyone has everyone have failings, right? Everyone has faults. Some of their lives maybe, some of the periods maybe fail, but in the social media we can't see a lot of things like that. When we relatively looking, those things are most of the things are positive things, right? It's the first thing I want to share with you how the social comparisons things were working with the social media platforms. And the second thing is it's very important. So listen very carefully. So second thing is first thing in the second section I'm going to teach you. The first thing is objectifications, right? So so think about when you're using the social media platforms, what you see there are a ton of the materialistic influence our subconscious mind. So it's maybe a vehicle, it's maybe a camera, it's maybe a touch gadget, or it may be clothes or food or something, a materialistic thing. Maybe a homeland too. So what will happen? Our subconscious mind will potentially reinforce to get those things. And what we see in those things in the social medias also, it can be a possibility if we work hard, if we mind courage to work, if we do hard work, it may be possible to get those things. And that possibility and that materialistic make a social media market. And it's the market was influencing our brain and our subconsciously thinking thoughts pattern. So that's where how the things were influencing, how the objectifications were working, how the materialistic world were influencing our subconscious mind. And the next thing is similar to that, it is the body image. So just think about the platform of Instagram on social media. So when you're scrolling the Instagrams and you looking the feed on the Instagram, what will happen? You look kind of, this will be truly happens to the most of the females. But you're looking at the social media platforms, you can see a very fitnessful, beautiful body shapes, women's and the body shapes of men's, but they are for us were there. But when you're seeing the body image, so there will be a rumination thought patterns will be occurs to your mind. So your body will not fit onto that feed, to that platform, that social media. So you're going to start to what? Negatively think about your body, about yourself. So this will be not happen to yourself. It's not happening through yourself. It will happen from another person. So I'll be giving you an example. So just think about you are in a romantic relationship. So your partner was scrolling on social media platform. Let's take it Instagram. So he or she will be scrolling it, and what he and she will be saw that there's a persons, a similar age persons as like your boyfriend, girlfriend, your wife, husband, as a similar age person. He looks well. His body was perfect. The filters was working really well. So what will happen? The person will started to ask himself a question. What happened to my wife? So what happened to my boyfriend? What happened to my girlfriend? So something like that. He'll be not he thought to do that, but things were working. So what will happen? This body image discrimination will be worked to the partner's self too. So it will be negatively affect to the mental health and the personality. So it will be make you lack down your self-confidence, and your confidence with your body and your abilities will be drained down so much quickly. So that is the second thing mainly happen when we're using the social media and the comparisons, so how it will be lead and influenced it. And the third thing that also important. So when after you doing with the social comparison with the tone of positivity, and the next thing is the you influence with the materialistic things and the body images, then you started to flow with the rumination effect. It's a cognitive distortion pattern, and it's a cognitive psychological things you will be started to do and roll with the rumination pattern. So you will be going to start with the negative rumination thoughts pattern, and it will be basically drain you down more into a depth, right? So the rumination will be started. So there's a highly important thing I needed to share with you. It is FOMO, fear of missing out. When we go to the revolutions of humanity, we can find the FOMO. So people were struggling, the human was struggling to survive himself from the lot of threats. So within that era of the revolutionary period to now, what will happen? The humanistic mind, the human mind always carried the FOMO, the fear of missing out. So what will basically happens to our life, and what will be happen when we're using the social media? The comparison starts. So all the things we're working right now, what will happen? The FOMO was working. So we started to think, what will happen to my future? What will happen after I'm doing this? What will happen? Is it possible to gain like my friend what was doing? Is it possible to become the person? Am I confident to do that? So you were started questioning where all the things were came out from the FOM. So fears. So this will be lead into you to an anxiety state, to a depressive state, to a jealousy state that will be truly draining you down. Your potentials will be cutting off. Your abilities will be cutting off. Now you were rushed into a rat race, and you were started to work with fulfill the comparisons. So think about these factors, and if you influencing these factors, just educate yourself, go through this. So I think hope you will be helpful this video. So if it is, just subscribe and stay with me for more videos. So I'm a psychological counselor and a therapist in Sri Lanka, and also I'm a psychological lecturer for a private university. So catch you guys as soon. So bye bye.